Thank you very much. That's awfully darn nice of you. Welcome to the show. My name is David Letterman. What do you think? We have a new governor? Is that right here in New York State? We don't know yet? Well, last I heard it was Mr. Cuomo in California. They have a new governor there. Is that right? Or did they just do away with the office altogether in California? Well, pretty exciting elections. And in the post-election analysis, I guess the one issue that everybody seemed to agree on that had America really up in arms was this Liberace Scott Thorson. Let's see. I don't know if I can try that one. Let me see. Okay, I'll go right to number 3 now. I'm jumping ahead to number 3 here. In all of the election excitement, I guess Bowie Kuhn was sort of glossed over. He is out of office now. He was voted out. And to stay in office, it required 10 votes from the National League, 9 votes from the American League, or maybe that was reversed. 9 from the American, 10 from... Oh, who cares? It's just a damn joke. Let's get on with it, shall we? And in addition to those votes, he needed to produce 2 people who pronounced his name the same way. I don't know. Gee, what do you want to go back to number 1? All right, sometimes it helps if you just start all over with a clean slate. Let's try it tonight, shall we? You know, kind of the aftermath of the election down in Texas, there was a ruling on a law that they had passed. A federal judge in Texas said now, well, this is never going to work, is it? It's unconstitutional to prohibit Elvis impersonators from holding office, is it? I'm sorry. I don't know. I forgot the setup, and that's the punchline, and that's as close as we can come, and ought to be close enough for NBC, too. What the hell? We have a fine show for you folks tonight, don't we? Yeah. And you know the band wouldn't lie to you. Oh, I'm excited about this woman. She's been with us before. She's here again. Actress, comedian Teri Garr is here tonight. Also, a woman who is a stand-up comedian and a writer, Emily Levine, is joining us. Oh, sure, go ahead. It's the suit, isn't it? The suit. Something isn't. It's too big, though, isn't it? It's a little bit. All right, I'll be right back. In addition to all of these wonderful items I've already mentioned on the show, stupid pet tricks right here. Say hello to Mr. Paul Schaefer, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Paul Schaefer.
Thank you very much. It's a gorgeous suit. It really is. You know what, David? You know what's so great? You did that golf thing last week on the show, and I was so excited. I didn't get a chance to mention. It was like you had your own. It was like the David Letterman Desert Classic.
That's right.
It was great. It really was. And I would fly anywhere to play in that classic, too. I want to say that right now.
Thank you very much, Paul. We can all, if we have one of those, Paul will fly anywhere to participate in it. You know, one of the advantages about living in this part of the country, this time of year, the autumn colors, the leaves changing on the trees, are truly spectacular. And if you're living in a part of the country where the foliage does not change, you are missing one of the great wonders of this planet. And we understand that a lot of you people do not get to see the leaves change every year, and even if you're living in an area where they do change, you really can't get out on the weekends to take a look at them. So tonight, we thought that since we're right here in the Northeast, close to New England, where they're always beautifully brilliant, we would, through the magic of television and the telephone, bring you some of this wondrous autumn color changing. We thought we'd call Woodstock, Vermont. We're going to be talking with Mr. Frank Teagle up there, and we're going to find out now just all we can about those beautiful autumn colors. There it is on the map. It's kind of a quaint little hamlet. Okay, this will be Frank Teagle. We're going to, of course, the leaves are an ever-changing spectrum of unbelievable color, and we'll be we'll be talking to Frank, who also has the funniest ring in New England.
Great.
Yes, is Mr. Teagle there, please?
He's speaking.
Mr. Teagle, my name is David Letterman. I'm calling from New York City. How are you tonight, sir?
David.
We're calling because we wanted to have an idea from you, if you can, just describe for us the colors. Of course, I know they're changing on a daily basis, but I'm guessing perhaps now they're really at their peak brilliance, aren't they?
Oh, no, they're all gone, David. Trees are bare. The foliage peaks, the first week in October, usually.
Oh, so we're just about 3 or 4 weeks late?
I'm afraid you are, yes. It's a beautiful color, but it's all gone now.
Yeah. I suppose it's pointless to ask you to recreate what those colors were like a couple of weeks ago, huh?
Well, it's pretty hard to describe on the telephone.
Yeah.
It's really magnificent. It was a beautiful season, like it always is.
Okay.
It's at different times, but it's always beautiful.
What do you think, Frank, if we called a little farther south? Would that help?
Well, you're going to have to go quite a ways. I don't know. Certainly it's out of Vermont.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for helping us. We'll talk to you next year, Frank.
All right, fine. Thank you for calling.
All right, bye. All right, let's see. Let's try Worthington, Massachusetts. We'll get these lousy leaves one way or the other. Josephine Lagerstrom, Worthington, Massachusetts. Area code up there is 413 if you keep account of this sort of thing. Oh, good heavens. It's even sillier than Frank's ring, isn't it? Just a moment, we'll be speaking.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, Josephine?
Yes?
My name is David Letterman. I'm calling from New York City. Josephine, in your estimation, are the colors on the trees about at their peak brilliance now?
The trees are bare. There are no leaves whatsoever. You're 2 weeks too late.
Okay, thank you, Josephine. Nice talking with you.
Safe?
We'll get this, don't you worry. Gradually working our way south. This will work, believe me. We're now calling Darien, Connecticut. I was up there this weekend. I'm sure the leaves are still good. Talking with Martha Falk, ladies and gentlemen. Martha Falk will be speaking to us about the lovely fall foliage. There's the second ring. Probably coming in from the kitchen. Probably coming in from under the house. Hello, Martha Falk.
Yes.
This is David Letterman. I'm calling from New York City, Martha. I wonder if you could tell me the status of the leaves on your trees up there.
Who's this? Who is this speaking?
My name is David Letterman.
Oh, from NBC.
Yes, from NBC. That's right. And Martha, I was wondering, do you have a lot of trees around you there in Darien?
Yes, my word, and they are simply beautiful.
Oh, great. So,
It's lasted longer than it has ever lasted, and I've lived here 57 years.
just in your own words, if you can describe what the landscape is like up there, Martha, we'd certainly appreciate that.
You would like to know what the coloring?
Yes, ma'am.
But it has been, without doubt, the longest and lasting any year I've ever known. For over a month, just a blaze of color.
Uh-huh.
All muted colors, from brilliant reds, orange, blazing yellows and golds.
Okay. Martha, let me interrupt you there for a second. We have here the Encyclopedia of Carpet Samples, and as you describe the colors, I'm going to show them to our home viewers in the studio audience. Now, we have here the Aztec Gold. Did you have any leaves like Aztec Gold up there, Martha?
Yes, indeed.
Uh-huh.
We have brilliant reds.
Oh, the brilliant reds, that would be the autumn red right below it here. That's the...
The autumn reds?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the copper tones are so beautiful.
Yeah, we have one of those over here in the corner.
Yeah, there's a burgundy, copper beech tree they call called.
That's amazing.
And it still absolutely the soft rose colors and the bushes are brilliant red. Berries on them.
Yeah.
And the thing that makes it very outstanding is the evergreen trees, the deep greens that show up the brilliance of the other colors.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we still have, with this beautiful mild weather, we have beds of lovely, lovely pink and lavender cosmos flowers, you know, and masses of yellow and rust and purple, chrysanthemums. So that really, it has never been as beautiful.
Well, Martha, that's a lovely description, and I'm sorry for the folks who have to be watching this on black and white. You really, You really have brought autumn into our homes this evening, and I want to thank you very much for your help.
Are you on later on?
Yeah, we'll be on. We're on at 12:30.
12:30. That's what I thought of. I've watched you. You used to be on the daytime, weren't you? I appreciate very much you calling. I just wish you were here to see it.
Yeah, that's right, Martha.
Is that it?
Listen, have a pleasant winter. We'll call you again next year.
All right, fine. I'll be happy. I hope it'll be as beautiful.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Martha Falk, ladies and gentlemen, from Darien, Connecticut. We have to pause here. Is that right? Oh, yeah, we got to begin the show. I'm sorry. Oh, no, excuse me. Paul, I know you prepared a little something for our autumn enjoyment tonight.
I did. I'm glad you remember, because I worked kind of hard on this, because I don't know, autumn it's a beautiful season. I get kind of pensive, and it was a beautiful weekend in New York. A lot of people were out, enjoying it. I stayed in. I put together a little thing about how I feel about the season. It goes something like this. Thank you. Fall! That's all. That's just the way I feel about it.
Paul Schaefer, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Actress, comedian Teri Garr is here. Also Emily Levine and Stupid Pet Tricks. Show tonight, comedian, actress Teri Garr is here. Also Emily Levine is here. And now another installment of Stupid Pet Tricks. These are people and their pets who do silly or stupid things. Usually the pets are the ones who do the stupid things. But take a guess where they've learned them. Now, no, I don't. I kid these folks. Our first participant, Gail Ann Varchula, ladies and gentlemen, and her dog, Boo. Gail Ann? How do you do? Tell me, did I get to your last name correctly?
Varchula.
Varchula?
Yes,
good, okay.
right.
And this is Boo. What kind of dog is Boo, by the way?
He's a Yorkshire Terrier.
Uh-huh.
And he opens his own presents, and he guards my pocketbook.
So the trick for Boo will be opening his own birthday presents.
Yes.
On his birthday, do you spend a lot of money on him?
Oh, yes, he has a party every year, and a big cake, and
friends
people
come in.
and pets.
Telegrams from dignitaries?
Every year.
Yeah. That's good. How old a dog is Boo?
He's 10. He'll be 11 in December.
Oh, so we have kind of an older doggy here. And by the way, he's crazy about me. Okay, Gail Ann, what do you need to do here?
Boo,
Can I hold
Mommy
something?
went shopping today, and look what she bought you. Look what she bought you, Hooper. Yeah.
Mommy went shopping today.
What is that? What is that? Give me that present. Turn around this way. Yeah, give me that present. What is that?
Later that same week.
What? Give me that present.
What exactly do you have in there, Gail Ann?
It's a teddy bear.
It's a teddy bear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Give me that present. Give me that present.
And that's probably a wallet? Okay, now, oh, that's a little sweet toy. Now, this would go on forever if we let it, wouldn't it?
Oh, look
Oh, there's your,
here.
yeah, and that's sweet.
Whoa.
Okay, now, Gail Ann, as much as we're all enjoying this, we have to move on. Now, you have, says here, there's the instant replay of Boo. And I have on my card here, Gail Ann, it says a possible extra trick. Do you know anything about that? Okay, is Boo up to that now?
Yes, he is, but let me put these
Okay,
away
let me
first.
help you with that. Here you go.
Okay, so he doesn't get
No,
distracted.
he thinks, well, he's all confused. He thinks it's his birthday, and
David, just ask me where my pocketbook is. If
just ask you where
have
it is?
my pocketbook.
Okay, Gail Ann, may I have your pocketbook, please?
Ask Boo if you can have my
Excuse me,
pocketbook.
Boo, can I have Gail Ann's pocketbook? Oh, my God. That's pretty impressive. Gail Ann Varchula and her dog, Boo. Thank you very much, Gail Ann. Appreciate your help. There's... Goodbye. Goodbye, Boo. Thank you very much. Our next participant tonight, Mr. Michael Gordon and his dog, McCoy. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Gordon. Hi, Michael. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
And this is McCoy. This is a handsome dog. What do we got here?
It's a Gordon Setter.
A Gordon Setter.
Yes.
I'm not familiar with that breed. although I don't have to be. I mean,
I wasn't until 5 days ago either myself.
This is, well, he looks more like an Irish setter,
right,
yeah,
same
except
family.
he's dark.
Right.
Same, yeah. And how old a dog is McCoy?
He's 3.
Okay. And he is going to...
Play guitar.
The dog will be playing guitar?
Yes, attempting to.
Attempting to play the guitar. Okay. There you go. Anything...
Okay.
You need the band with this?
Well, and the Elvis Presley.
Okay.
Come on. Sit down.
Yeah, okay.
There you go. Roll. Roll over. Roll over.
Is that the usual position for a dog?
Yes.
In all of the better guitar manuals...
Come on, McCoy.
Well, I bet you get a lot of complaints from the neighbors with this, don't you?
They keep the kids away, put it that way. Come on. Come on. There you go. Come on. Come on. Come on, McCoy. This is working out great. He's really enthusiastic.
Would it help if I did that to you? That was it?
Well,
I mean, it was fine, believe me. But a lot of times we just don't know when it's.
were you impressed?
No, that pretty much knocked me out. Now let's take a look here. The slow motion instant. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There's McCoy playing. Nice meeting you, McCoy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David.
Michael, thank you very much. Doing a lot of important things here tonight, aren't we? Our next participant, Suzanne Zinicola, ladies and gentlemen, and her dog, Lisa. Hi, Suzanne. How are you? Nice to meet you. And this is Lisa?
Yeah.
And what kind of dog is Lisa?
She's a Cocker Spaniel.
Cocker Spaniel, and yeah, we can trim this up. Okay, and what will Lisa do for us tonight?
Lisa will do her Roy Orbidog imitation.
Imitating Roy Orbison, or you said Roy...
Well, it's Roy Orbison, but she's Roy Orbidog.
Roy Orbidog. Isn't that cute?
Come on, Lisa.
Excuse me, I thought someone was at the door there for a minute. I kept hearing...
Yes, that's how we get it to sing.
Oh, I see.
But she's not doing it.
Uh-uh.
Come on, Lisa. Lisa.
Uh-huh. We pretty much hit pay dirt here tonight, haven't we?
I don't think that she does
Okay,
one
now,
more.
sure, the possible extra trick. Do we have time for Lisa's possible extra trick?
She becomes little old man.
This is Lisa doing her little old man, ladies and gentlemen. Suzanne, thank you very much. Nice meeting you. Very nice. Nice seeing you, Lisa. Suzanne and Lisa, ladies and gentlemen. Well, there you have it. We're going to pause for a commercial. We'll be right back with Teri Garr. Thank you very much. Nice to see you. How are you?
All of those dogs.
Yeah,
they're great.
They're a lot of fun, and we enjoy them
They
always.
freeze up, though, when they get on TV, right?
Occasionally, a dog will not perform, I think, as he is supposed to.
I'd like to see a singing dog come out. Did you ever get one of those yet?
No, haven't had... What? No.
A singing dog that would sing, I Talk to the Trees.
That'd be good, yeah. That'd be good. It would be...
Okay, now.
Be interesting and clever, it would be.
Well, it would give true meaning to the word juxtaposition.
Juxtaposition, yeah.
If you go for that.
What is the meaning of juxtaposition, as you know it?
I have no idea.
Well, now, see, you shouldn't really be using
Well,
words.
doesn't it mean something like it shows extreme opposite or extreme, I don't know, what is it?
Gee, I don't know. You were the one who brought it up. You came out here and said that what we have here is an example of juxtaposition.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I ever brought it up. You were the one that came out with the dogs.
No, they came out with their owners. It's always nice to see you on the show. That's a great-looking dress, by the way.
Thank you very much. It's very expensive.
Yeah.
Not very expensive.
How much was it?
It's all a matter of... You always ask these personal things.
Well, now, again, you brought it up.
Always isn't my fault
No,
for
it's
even
not.
showing
No,
up here, right?
no.
I get what I asked for.
No, heavens, now settle down, for goodness. Now, we have to go away for a commercial, but no, we're coming back. No, but we do want to know the price of the dress since you brought it up.
Okay.
But,
you mean right now?
Now, yeah,
know?
maybe now we could have it.
No, I won't give it to you.
All right, we'll have to get rough with her during the commercial. We'll be right back. Teri Garr. So limited perspective. This will be good. I know exactly what that is, but I can't tell you about it. It's a little like defining the word juxtaposition. Also tomorrow night, Robert Klein will be here, and as every Thursday night, we'll be answering our viewer mail. Teri Garr is here this evening. Emily Levine will be joining us. And what do you think about the price of the dress? You're not going to say, or do you want to tell them how much?
$80.
$80?
Yeah.
Well, that's not bad. That's
It's expensive, isn't it?
80 bucks for a dress? I don't know. I wouldn't probably spend 80 bucks on a dress, but...
No, and you shouldn't.
No, it looks good on you. It looks very nice on you.
Thank you.
Nice dress.
Thank you very much.
Now, in addition to these movies I mentioned in the beginning, you were also in the Monkees motion picture, Head.
Yep. Did anyone see that? No, I don't think they could have seen it because it only played for a week. But I was in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was in this acting class at the time, and Jack Nicholson was in this acting class. But he had never worked as an actor, and he was a writer, and he wrote all these movies, these independent movies for Roger Corman, and he wrote this movie called Head. So a lot of the kids in the class, we all got to do these one little scenes in that movie. Mm-hmm. And the scene I did was I was bitten by a rattlesnake, and I died.
Yeah. And
it was a big part. It was my first... I only had one line.
What was the line? Do you recall that? Oh, probably something like, ooh.
No. It was... I had my finger, the snake bit me on the finger, and they run through, and I say, quick, suck it before the venom reaches my heart. That's what I said, and then I die like this, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you asked for it.
No, you're
David.
right, I did.
You did? Okay.
Did you, now you grew up there in North Hollywood, wasn't it? Went to North Hollywood High. What were they, Bearcats, Tigers, Cougars?
Huskies. Yes.
North Hollywood High, Huskies. Mm-hmm. Did you... well, that's why you don't know the meaning of the word juxtaposition. No, it's just a joke.
What
just
exactly
a joke.
are you implying?
It was just a silly joke, and I'm sorry I brought it up. Now, did you always want to be in show business when you were there?
Yes, I did. I was a dancer, and I wanted to be a dancer, so I went to dancing school, and I was in ballet companies and stuff like that, and that's what I wanted.
How far along in ballet dancing did you get?
Well, I was in a couple of ballet companies. I was in a little company in San Francisco, and then I was in some nice companies in L.A. David Lachine had a nice little ballet company. But, you know, the first job I did was in West Side Story with the original cast. I might be dating myself, but it was the road company, right? And I danced real hard in that, but I had one line. And when I saw the reaction I got from one line, how easy it was, I said, well, I got to do this now. This is
And do you remember that one line?
Yes. I had a lot of good one-liners. My first line I ever spoke on stage is I said, so I think somebody asked me a question. I don't remember what the question was, but my answer was, no, thank you. Ooh, oobliou. Do you like that?
What is...
It's supposed to be in English, you know?
Oobliou.
It's like jazz talk, and we were in the drugstore, and we were being cool, and it was right, in fact, well...
Kind of, yeah, the way snotty street kids might talk.
Yeah, well, did you see West Side Story?
Yeah.
It was in a vernacular that was a certain kind of thing. It was a little slice of history.
Yeah. You also had you went to a high school where they had a Teri Garr Film Festival recently, didn't you?
Well, I went to my brother's kids' high school to talk to the drama classes.
Well, now, which brother is this? I know you have two.
My brother Ed, and he's a surgeon.
This is Ed the surgeon, yeah.
The best surgeon since Jack the Ripper. Well, he has a... That's just
That's
a joke.
A joke
One
at
of
home,
his friends
isn't it?
made up a thing like that.
Yeah.
It's a joke at home, yeah. But he has these two kids, and they go to high school, Danny and Lisa, and I went to their high school, and I spoke to the drama class. Mm-hmm. And I said, please don't ever try to do this.
Yeah. And what kind of questions would the drama class ask you?
Well, you know, they all want to know, and I don't know why they're asking me, but they all want to know, you know, how do you get to be famous, and how do you get to get people to ask for your autograph, and what's it not like to be recognized, and that's what they want to know.
What is that like, though?
But I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure it's terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, those people like, you know, Diane Keaton and Woody Allen, they're always like this hiding. I'm sure it's terrible. Well, you must get it because you're on TV. Oh, yes, you do.
No, but see, those people go out so they can be seen doing this. Do you ever get that feeling?
Well, maybe they do.
You know? Because I think that if somebody is like, I'm no security risk, you know, but you being an attractive, famous world-class actress, I can imagine thugs drooling all over you. You know, so you have to be careful.
Well, it's not true, and I guess I'm not aware of it.
Oh, come on.
I'm not aware of it. If I started thinking about that, like somebody spotted me, right? I mean, I wouldn't be able to think about what I was talking about. I can barely think about what I'm talking about as it is.
Yeah.
And so I have to be aware of who recognizes me and who doesn't. And when someone comes up to me and starts asking me, do I know you, where do I know you from? Most of them say, you know, did I go to high school with you?
Right.
And I say, no, I'm an actress. What have you been in? And then I start telling a total stranger that I've been in this. No, I don't watch TV. I was in this movie. Nah, I didn't go to that movie. I know I went to high school with you. I said, please leave me alone. I just came to the cleaners. I just want to get my stuff and leave. It's, you know, it's too tough. So I act like I'm nobody, and nobody talks to me.
That's hard to believe because you're a stunning human, you know.
Well, so are you, David.
No, I'm not.
You are. You're a Muncie, Indiana pride and joy.
I've spent time in Muncie.
Is that where you're from?
Not from, but I went to college there.
South Bend?
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
State capitals for 40, Art. Remember that?
Yes, I do. I know exactly what that's from. Jeopardy.
That's
Double
right.
Jeopardy, the bonus thing. My favorite show. My favorite show. Too bad it's off.
It's gone now. Yeah. Tell me about your new movie with Dustin Hoffman.
Well, it's called Tootsie, and I played Dustin's girlfriend, and in a nutshell, I auditioned for this part. We play these off-Broadway actors, and I auditioned for a soap opera, and he coaches me on the part. And then I don't get the part, but he says, you know, this part, I could do this part, so he dresses up as a woman, and he goes and auditions for it, and then he gets the part. And then it's the comic situations, they're in, they're out of him dressed as a woman, and nobody knows about it.
That's hard to believe, though, that you would be turned down for a part, and then Dustin Hoffman, who I'm thinking is not a real good-looking girl, gets it.
Well, it's not about that. It's about she's supposed to be this strong woman who's the head of a hospital, and there's a scene where he's coaching me to do the part, and I can't quite cut it because I always go, I have trouble with anger, and I have trouble with being aggressive, and he's thinking, I could do it, I'm a man. You know, it has a lot of food for thought, as they say.
Food for thought.
But it's also a comedy. It's very funny.
Okay. It's called Tootsie?
Yes, December 17th.
We're gonna go away, but we'll be right back to continue this lively discussion with Teri Garr. Tootsie, and boy, this dress is distracting. I'm telling you, be careful there. Ooh, something about the juxtaposition of that's... now, when you do one of these big-time, powerful motion pictures, does everybody get along well, or is there occasionally disagreements, people fight? Like, hypothetically, you ever get a star fighting with the director and so forth?
Oh, you mean like in Tootsie or something?
Did that happen on Tootsie?
Well, no, it didn't. They just both had their own ideas. And,
Oh, hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Something the matter here?
No, Dave, I just wanted to come over and say hello to Terry. Hi, Terry. It's nice to see you. You know, we go back a long way, about 5-6 years, and,
It's true.
Yes, and, can I embarrass you? Can I embarrass this girl just for a moment? I gotta say this. She is a very happening kind of chick, and I mean that sincerely. I really do.
This is embarrassing. Well, thanks, Paul. Well, and I think that you and the band are just wonderful, too. I really think they're great.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, they're great.
They are.
Yeah, they're really great.
Do you play an instrument, Dave? Is that you? You made me a little nervous. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
David.
yeah.
No, no, I don't
Terry,
play an instrument.
I was wondering, Terry, if you would like to just kind of split this scene and kind of, just kind of hang out with us over here in the band area. Why don't you, do that?
Split the scene, huh? Well, I don't know. I would like to, but I'm doing this thing. I'm being interviewed by Mr. Letterman.
Well, I don't think that'd be too much of a problem. Dave is a wonderful... You wouldn't mind, would you, Dave, if we,
Well, you know, we were just about finished anyway.
We were, huh? Yeah, I guess I didn't have anything else to say. I just finished, so... Sure, thanks.
Well, great. Thanks, Dave.
Okay.
Listen, you are going to have some fun. Come over with me now.
See
This
ya.
is a little
Yeah, nice.
that we love to do.
Well, I guess I can do this art card piece. This will be just as funny as having Teri Garr on, you know. You know, not anyone can be a guest on our program, and so here's a look at a few of the people you won't be seeing on our show. You won't be seeing this guy. He's from Royal Oak, Michigan. He is in... What is... Yeah, go ahead. We'll be right back after this with Emily Levine.
I don't know exactly. Come on.
Excuse me. Could you just? Yeah, I hate to be what do they say? A wet whatever blanket.
Don't be wet, man.
No, we gotta go on with the show.
Yeah,
Maybe.
go ahead. Go ahead. We're just limboing over here.
All right.
Terry's here.
Is he always like this? I mean, can't we have a little fun in limbo as we want to?
He's a really good guy. He really is. Come on into here. You gotta get a little
Thank you. Thank you very much. My next guest, ladies and gentlemen, Emily Levine.
From New York, the Please Don't Show Me state, it's late. A man who laughs in the face of death, but whines on and on about a head cold. Dave.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy you're here. I made a terribly important decision last night, and I'm going to share it with you folks right now. I'm going to start referring to myself in the third person more. And let me tell you something. When Dave Letterman does something, Dave Letterman really does something. Excuse me, Kevin, I think Dave Letterman just screwed up the joke, didn't he? Let's see, when Dave Letterman decides to do something, then Dave Letterman really does it. Thank you so much for those cards. Oh, stop it. Shut up. I tell you, I thought this was a little scary. According to an article in the New York Times today, United States intelligence has now determined that the Russians have finally developed a cough drop with vapor action. Vapor action. You know, I still can't hear anything. I've had this cold now. Yeah, I got this cold on my birthday, April 12th, 78. And it's plugged up my, you know, if you ever get a chance to look inside your own head, but it could be painful. It's tough on your neck. There's just miles and miles of tubing and so forth. Literally miles and miles, like 58 miles of tubing in the average human head. But it's human head tubing, but it's supposed to be there. I'm doing Jake Johansson now. And so if you get a cold, this tubing gets plugged up and you can't hear a thing, and that's what's happened to me. Thank you very much. Good night, everybody. Drive safely. Well, it's certainly been a big week on the campaign trail. Monday night, I believe Michael Dukakis came out, admitted actually, and said he was proud that he was a liberal. And today, Dan Quayle came out and admitted that he was a bonehead. So that's been taken care of. What are they doing, Paul?
I don't know. Why would they take a shot at me when you said bonehead? I don't know.
He wants to live in the White House with George, with his good friend George. He hopes he's moving into the White House.
So I
Put
understand.
a little bunk there for him in the Oval Office. Well, let's see, Kevin, if we don't do this one now, what would we go on to? Okay, and if we go on to that one, we're done? It's your call. A lady said both. A masochist in the audience. All right, ma'am. Who said both? All right. You have a what there? Dinosaur. You have a dinosaur with you. Oh, boy. That's a bad sign when the audience is bringing stuffed animals with them, isn't it? Better bring something to amuse yourself if you're coming. I bet you really like shiny objects, too, don't you? Okay. All right, we're going to do both in honor of you and your little dinosaur. You're inseparable, aren't you? Oh, God. Okay, here we go. The Israeli elections ended, I guess you probably heard about this, in a dead heat. The conservative Likud party and the left-leaning Labor Party. You knew that the Likud was the conservative party, didn't you, Paul?
Of course, the Likud.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
And the left-leaning, which is what I do in a strong wind, the left-leaning Labor Party both received now 40 seats. But good news today, the tie was broken when Yitzhak Shamir kicked a 32-yard field goal. Dinosaur. Banging on a dinosaur. Nice one, Kevin. Good idea. I'm so glad Kevin's not holding a dinosaur. I'm quite disappointed about something. I got word today that Ms. Magazine, of all people, rejected my medical essay that I hoped that they would print, entitled Why Women Get Bitchy Once a Month. I'm sorry. I had nothing to do with that joke. I don't even, see, personally, I don't even like that joke. Here's what I think. I think that joke stinks, is what I think. And and let me tell you something else. All of this will be edited out. And as for that woman, I have no idea who that was. Somebody Hal's trying to impress. Hal Gurney met someone at lunch. You know, if you play your cards right, maybe a place for you on the show tonight, honey. So get a little eyeshadow on, and you know, we'll see how it works. What a show, ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm not talking about Wendell getting lucky. No, I'm talking about the presidential election. Here now, we've put together for you some Campaign 88 do's and don'ts to help every American come next Tuesday. Walk this way to the polling place, if you will, ladies and gentlemen. Paul, nice to see you. Sid, how are you? Will, Kenny, nice to have you here. Anton, how you doing? Good to see you. Well, here we are, folks, at the polling place. You know, candidates kissing babies is certainly an American tradition, but during the cold and flu season, it can certainly be risky. Who would know that better than I? That's why health-conscious campaigners will be using one of these. It's the sanitary kiss stamp. Here, let me show you how that works. Let's do that. Do you mind if I apply this to your baby's forehead? Okay, there we go. There you go. That's how that works. It's the... Thank you very much. Nice to see you. The sanitary kiss stamp. You know, folks, nothing is more demoralizing to campaign workers than seeing potential voters casually discard campaign literature. That's why Dukakis strategists have come up with these. These are fly paper pamphlets. There you go, son. Take one of those and see if you don't enjoy that. Here, have a couple more of them. What's the matter? Can't seem to...
This pamphlet is stuck to my hand.
So you understand the joke then?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You know, it's the job of Secret Service agents to protect the candidates. Hello, gentlemen. Nice to have you here with us tonight. But to avoid confusion, they should take a lesson from big league outfielders. When diving in front of a bullet, Secret Service men should always call it.
I got it. I got it. Oh, no, I got it.
Paul, I think that was the same guy who was upset about the pamphlets a minute ago.
Easy for you to say.
Thank you very much. Well, here now, ladies and gentlemen, we have for you a little mnemonic device that you can, will save you a whole lot of embarrassment when you're not sure what to do with the cork. Here's how it goes. Smelling okay, tasting no way. Just remember that, and you'll always be in good shape when it comes time to decide what to do with the cork when the... Oh, no, wait a minute. I think there's something wrong here. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I think this was supposed to be with champagne do's and don'ts. We're doing Campaign 88 do's and don'ts. It's a little mix-up. I'm sorry. Thank you. Yeah, let's play with the dinosaur for 60 minutes. You know, folks, many Americans are unhappy that they're allowed to vote at age 18, but not allowed to drink until they've reached the age of 21. Well, this year, to encourage greater participation by the young, they're allowed to drink as much as they want, as long as they do it right here in the voting booth. Hi, kids. How's it going?
Hey, all right. It's Joe Piscopo.
That's right. That's right. I am Joe Piscopo. Thank you very much. Excuse me. You don't think my neck's getting too big, do you? Okay, good. There you go. You know, ladies and gentlemen, is Costas here? He could go on early. Is Bob in? Because we could just run him in a few minutes early. In a few minutes, you'll have an important choice to make while you're waiting in line. Why not review the crucial issues of the campaign? I'm referring, of course, to which celebrities now are backing the candidates. Let's see. Supporting Michael Dukakis are Richard Gere, Justine Bateman, and Barbara Streisand. For George Bush, we have Charlton Heston, Ginger Rogers, Chuck Norris. Oh, and this is surprising. TV's The Lander Sisters prefer the comic book character Iron Man. I didn't realize that. Didn't realize that. That's odd. Only one of us is dead. You know, the voting booth is equipped with one of these curtains to ensure that each ballot is cast in absolute privacy. Truly, who you vote for is your secret and yours alone.
Which lover do I vote for Bush? I want to vote for Bush. Could somebody show me how to vote for Bush?
This brings me to our next item. Casting your vote is actually quite simple. All you do is you step into the booth, close the curtain, and then you pull the handle with the red lever after you've voted, and then you exit. How did it go, Calvert?
Great, Dave.
Uh-huh. Just get out of here. No, just get out of here completely. Well, maybe you better not, because you're hooked up to something and... Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, we have time for one final bit of advice. For months, you've been pushed and pulled by conflicting political appeals, but when you finally step into that voting booth, it comes down to you and your conscience, and of course, the ghost of Elvis. There he is. It's the ghost of Elvis, Paul.
Dave.
Yes, Elvis?
Why don't you vote for Dukakis?
Uh-huh.
He's experienced.
Right.
He's competent. And best of all, he's promised to make me Secretary of State.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Elvis, for that advice. And by the way, help yourself to that big plate of donuts backstage, all right?
Oh, great. Thanks, Dave.
Okay, well, there you have it. Campaign 88 do's and don'ts. Does it sound to you like I have a cold?
A little bit, yeah.
Does it sound to you like it's worse than it was last night?
It's getting a little bit...
Does it sound to you like it was worse than it was Tuesday night?
Touch worse, yeah.
But it does sound like a cold.
Sounds like a cold to me,
See,
yeah.
you could be wrong, because today, one of our staff members told me it's probably strep throat.
Oh, it could be strep throat.
Yeah.
Well, that's an infection. That's a virus.
Is it a virus or a bacteria?
I think the strep throat is a virus, and a cold is, you know, just nuttiness.
And you actually have. I'm starting to sound like, what's his name? Gene Autry's sidekick. So it may just be nuttiness, or it could be strep throat?
Could be strep throat, yeah. You gonna go to a doctor?
No, I haven't had a chance to go to a doctor. I'm busy doing this show every night.
You really should see a doctor right away, though.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Paul.
Okay.
Also, a member of our staff today won the lottery.
Really?
Yeah.
Who won the lottery?
This is the first time I've ever known anybody who won is it the New York State lottery?
Who won?
I can't tell, because he'll be besieged by family and friends he didn't know he had.
I see. Can
I tell how much?
Please.
$5 grand he won.
Really?
Yeah. No, now, see, he'll be knocked down as he leaves the building. I'm sorry, Bill, but congratulations. Is that the first time you won it? Wow. And are you now back in it for the big $13 million deal?
No.
How often have you played it?
About a month.
About a month. About a month, and he hits for $5 grand? Pretty good deal. Congratulations. Thank you. What do? I get strep throat. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Nice to see you.
Sorry, I don't have a lozenge for you.
Yeah, well, I don't think. I don't think a lozenge would help strep throat. But I have a headache and like 108-degree fever.
Yeah. Well, showbiz, you're bearing up.
Absolutely. And today is your birthday, huh?
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I have sort of mixed feelings about it, though. As most of you are probably painfully aware, today would have been ex-Rolling Stone guitarist Brian Jones' 46th birthday, and, you know, if Brian were alive today, I'm sure that all of us would be more than a little surprised. I'm 35 myself. So,
35? Well, that's good.
It's the first day in my life I've been eligible to be president of the country, and it's also the first time in my life I've ever felt overqualified for a gig. I don't think the presidential system works anymore. I'm advocating a new system, the volleyball-tocracy. We elect 6 men, one of them serves till he screws up. They rotate, somebody else takes it for a while. You know, my favorite moment in the campaign so far was after the Iowa caucuses when Al Haig, who received 0% of the vote in Iowa, dropped out of the race and threw all of his support to Bob Dole. Well, thank you, Al, huh? Yeah, takes a big man.
A real boost of confidence there. What have you been doing? You had of course, you have the album here. You're traveling a lot, working. You have your show upstairs.
Yeah, I was just down in Nashville, Tennessee. I'd never been to Nashville before, but
Why were you there?
Doing a gig. Years ago, I had relatives who lived there and worked in the sequin mines, and I went down to...
They dig that stuff out of the ground.
They dig it out, and they mine it,
Is
they
it
make
a shaft mine or like a strip mining kind of thing?
It's a strip mine, surface stuff,
and
that's the big problem, because they leave the ground barren after that.
Yeah.
And, you know, you have to... You crop rotate, though. You do sequins, then every other year you do bugle beads, and Bob Mackey comes in, you know.
People getting gold LeMay lung down there, are they? That's too bad.
Good score.
Well, thanks. I do what I can. You know, I have a fever. So Nashville.
Yeah, I went to see Shirley MacLaine's film down there, Madame Souvlaki or whatever the hell that is.
How was the film?
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping in a previous life Shirley had manners, but I went to see... Oh, he's sick. I thought I'd take her out for him.
I appreciate that.
I went to one of those 18-screen movie arcs, you know. And you ever call up one of these places for movie times? You get stuck on that Inagata-Davida drum solo message, you know. I don't stay on the phone that long with friends contemplating suicide.
You don't?
No, I don't. And I'm a caring guy.
Oh, God. So, Memphis? Nashville? Where was it? Nashville. That's right.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah. We're done with Nashville?
Yeah.
Well, let's go on then.
Okay.
Let's do a commercial here. Okay. All right, we'll be right back.
To FDR from Honest A.
Yeah. Without telling us who your preference is, do you have any assessment of the men running?
Well, I think it's kind of obvious what's going to happen. I think the worst sign I've seen is last night I saw Dukakis on the Robin Bird show, and
that's too bad.
That's not good for
that's a little low.
candidacy,
Yeah.
you know. They say he lacks charisma. I read somewhere where his personalized license plate is a random series of numbers and letters. So I don't think that's good.
No.
You know where I think Dukakis is getting killed is the death penalty thing. I think that's a big thing for people, and I think people are fed up with, you know, the entire American legal system is Koyaanisqatsi. You know, it's based on the premise of
I'm sorry, Dennis.
Koyaanisqatsi.
I'm sorry, yes, I know.
It's just
Why don't you explain that?
They have the Cliff Notes. I just,
It's a Hopi Indian word.
It's life out of balance.
Life out of balance. Thank you very much. And I think it's Koyaanisqatsi, isn't it?
I'm sorry, you're right. I mispronounced it.
No one here cares but you and maybe me.
It's supercalifragilistic Koyaanisqatsi. But the whole system...
It's Dr. IQ, Paul. He's here tonight.
Why do some of these
I'm sorry. I don't know.
Some of these for me and you.
I had NyQuil on my pancakes. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you're right. It is Koyaanisqatsi.
I don't know. Maybe you're right.
No, you're right. But only Philip Glass would have called me on that. But the entire system of jurisprudence in this country is based on the premise of...
Whoa! Someone's taken their own life.
I think it's Hendrix's ghost. That ability to stay in the moment. The entire American system of jurisprudence in this country is based on the premise of trial by jury, and the only way you can get on a jury is if you prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that you know nothing about the case you're about to try. Consequently, we have people's lives being determined by 12 people in a room whose main goal in life is to wrap it up and get home in time to watch Alice reruns on the Superstation because they think Flo is a real hoot. You know, it's like... Regardless of who wins, though, be it Dukakis or Bush, I think in some odd way we're probably going to miss Reagan because, like him or not, he has become our grandfather figure.
Right.
And, you know,
And it turns out people just love the guy. Could do virtually nothing wrong.
You know, he never misses a chance for PR. I read today where he sent a congratulatory telegram to the whales, and he signed it. He signed it from one of the world's oldest living mammals to another. So, you know, and and it's a shame. It's a shame after 8 years my fantasy has never been fulfilled. You ever get the urge to see Nancy Reagan dressed up in Frank Gorshin's old Riddler costume, or you know, taking those little Riddler poses? You know? It's the physical side.
Yeah, I understand, sure. Yeah, so it's been interesting to watch all of this stuff going on, hasn't it? Yeah.
It's been...
Now you're becoming like a big deal. You're like a star, a celebrity.
Well, I don't think being a celebrity in this country means much. Everybody's a celebrity. You ever see these magazine ads for Amaretto D, and then they have these anonymous people? Does anybody recognize one of those people? I'm beginning to think this is part of the Federal Witness Relocation Program. I mean, if somebody snitches on a mob boss, they put him in one of these ads so they can lay low for a little while. Celebrities who used to be celebrities are celebrities again. Crosby, Stills, and Nash now touring.
Right.
Same three lovable guys, just a lot easier to see from the cheap seats, huh?
But they're back out there doing it,
Yeah.
and that's the important thing,
You
don't
know,
you think?
you're not a celebrity in this country till people start to do impressions of you. And when I checked the master list this morning, I'm one of 3 men currently in North America who do not do a Jack Nicholson impression, and they're so good at it, aren't they? Don't you love when they give you this thing with a hairline, that classic kabuki technique? I don't mind it when they do Nicholson. I hate it when they paint him into these incredibly mundane scenarios. Can you imagine Jack Nicholson as a produce clerk in a grocery store? No, I can imagine as a produce clerk in a grocery store, all right? Let's not take the world's highest paid actor and have him spritz in a bag of turnips for $3.35 an hour. Yeah. Can I imagine? What am I, Buddy Sorrell over here? I mean...
All right, let's see. What do we want to mention? The show. You're back on this, your 3rd year on the air.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe that you've been up there 3 years, isn't it? Yeah. Things are going great for you.
I have a great life.
Oh, and you have your album. Yeah. The Off-White album. Yeah.
Another George Bush round. The war on drugs.
The difference? That's right, exactly. My apologies. Kenny Loggins will be... Just tell me now if he's not going to be here.
He doesn't know about it yet, but...
He doesn't know about... Has the offer been made to Dustin Hoffman?
Many offers have
How
been
many
made.
times have we asked him to be on the show?
10, 15 times.
And how many times has he said no?
10, 15 times.
He'll be, mark my words, he'll be on every other show, but he won't be on this one. Is that what's going to happen?
There's a good chance.
I'm so dispirited. Plus, we're now getting calls from area kennels complaining that my voice is disturbing the dogs. But anyway, Dustin Hoffman will be here, we assume.
We assume. What
And
happens when you assume?
Huh?
You know what happens when you assume?
Oh, don't even do that. Is it Koyo Nesquatsi or who knows?
I think you had it right.
I don't think I had it right. I was just amazed that the man would even mention it here. Does anybody know what he was talking about? Yes. Oh, and you're steamed. On February 23rd, 1989, Paul, Kirstie Alley will be on the show. So jot this down in your TV guide. February 23rd, 1989.
Next year.
Kirstie Alley, yep, February 23rd. And this is good because since we know she's going to be here next year, I'm spending all my free time now studying up about Kirstie Alley. I know everything there is to know about Kirstie Alley. In fact, if you know this woman at all or anything about her career, ask me a question. Try to stump me here on the topic of Kirstie Alley. Go ahead.
All right, I do have a question.
Make it a hard one.
I have a question,
because
actually.
I've been studying for weeks and weeks.
I have a question right here, and here we go. True or false?
Uh-huh.
Kirstie Alley played the Vulcan Lieutenant Savick in Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan.
Huh. True or false?
True or false?
I'm going to have to say that that's false because I think the character she played was half Vulcan.
Absolutely right. Character was half Vulcan. You are correct.
Okay, do we have time for the top 10 list? Here we go. From the home office in Lincoln, Nebraska, top 10 things that would keep me from doing the show. I'm here doing the show despite the fact that I am dreadfully ill. Here now is a list of 10 things that perhaps would keep me from coming in to do the program. Number 10, they need my chair up at the NBC News desk. Number 9, my poodle grooming service really starts to make money. Number 8, a brutal alien invading army demands that Earth send forth their champion. Number 7, Connie Chung finally drops that fat guy she's married to. Number 6, any serious job offer. Number 5, a chance to go backstage at the Winter Garden and watch the cast of Cats put on their makeup. Number 4, President Quayle. Number 3, a single word from Mr. Gotti. Number 2, when there is no longer a single cameraman, a single studio audience member, or a single television set on the face of the earth, then and only then will I cease my endless strivings to educate, to illuminate, to entertain. And the number one thing that could keep me from coming to work, if I still feel this lousy tomorrow.
Roddy Piper star.
If you're scoring at home, then it's only like 99.9. It's Stacey Allison.